Hey guys, welcome to the first ever episode of the Media Fusion podcast. That's Andrew, I'm Alex, and today we're going to do something a little bit special for you guys. For the first episode, we're going to do a ranking so far of the 2025 movies that we have seen. It should be fun. We're going to go back and forth discussing of the movies that we've seen, all right? So, Andrew, you want to talk a little bit about yourself before we get into that?
My name's Andrew. You can find me at Andy MacBra on Instagram. Just a fan of movies and stories in general. I'm really excited to start this podcast with my good friend Alex here because we love movies. We're AMC A-list members, so we're always seeing the newest movie coming out. So we just wanted to start this podcast to hopefully connect with other cinephiles who also love movies and love to talk about movies. So I hope you enjoy your time watching this episode and just want to say thank you.
Yeah. Great introduction. Yeah, like Andrew said, we love watching movies here. We're going to talk media, whatever's going down, some of the new trailers, anything that's really like pop culture movie, we'll talk about it. We also have other hobbies, we both like watching UFC, we like other sports.
Yes, sir.
Just some hobbies that we enjoy, and hopefully you guys come along for the ride when we start off from here. This is episode 1, so if you are here now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy what we have for you guys.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it.
But as you can see, we have S through F. S are the best, A, B, C, D, F. And these are all the movies that me and Andrew have seen either together or one of us have seen. There's a couple that I haven't seen. There's a couple that he hasn't seen. But yeah, we're going to do a quick ranking list. And we can just go in order right here that we see. And then we'll just go from there. All right? So actually, let's start with a movie that we've both seen. So let's start with 28 Years Later.
All that 28 inches later. Let's go.
Okay, that's great. That's great. But yeah, I do want to let you know at the time of this recording, it is the beginning of September 3rd. So as you think about where we're at. But yeah, so 28 inches later, 8 years later. Oh, damn, my bad. But yeah, what do you feel about this?
That's a tough one, because the first half of the movie I really enjoyed, then after that, not so much. And comparatively to the first two are just fantastic by themselves in their own right. I would say, off quick judgment, I would give it either.
Wait, you even said the second one's fantastic?
I thought the second one was cool.
Okay.
It's better than this one, in my opinion. I would give this one right off the dome C. For See You Never. What do you think?
I'm feeling like a low B, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's like you said, that first half was really good. The second half wasn't for me personally. Yep. But I did like, what they did with the kid and the stuff with his mom. That was cool. And my favorite part was, I said, the first act with him and his dad with Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yep. And the way that they filmed certain shots too, like that freeze frame. And the score too with Boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great.
It went hard.
So what you feeling? C or B?
I was the same way. Quick judgment. I was thinking either between B or C, a low B or a high C. I would say a high C. So.
You know what? We'll do C for now, but we'll see how the rest of the ranking goes. And
yeah, true that.
We'll, fit it in.
It could change.
The next movie is Drop. I've seen this movie. Saw it on Peacock because I did not want to kind of watch it in theaters.
Okay.
And I have to say, I was pretty disappointed with this movie. It was one of those where I was like, okay, I get the premise.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where all right, there's some cool twist, I guess. But it was a movie where I know some people was like, you shut off your brain, you'll enjoy it. Nah, I try to do that. I felt like I was watching it, and there was many times where I was like, okay, the movie's losing me.
Interesting. I don't know anything about the movie, so I don't even know what it's about.
Trailer, though.
Did I? Trailer, oh, that was with the space needle or whatever?
When she goes on a date.
Oh, yeah.
And there's someone who has her son and sister captive, and is like, do all this stuff, or I will kill them.
Is that a Booty House film? AKA Blumhouse?
So. I don't think that's Blumhouse. I'm going to go with a D for now.
Just from the trailer, I can agree with that. Give it a D. It looks like a D movie for sure.
All right.
Wolfman, that's all you too. I haven't seen Wolfman.
Okay, with Wolfman, I thought it was cool.
Okay.
I'm also going to go with a D. I wasn't rocking with it, but I am going to put it above Drop. All right, next up is Together. I have not seen this movie, so this is where you're at.
Okay, Together. It looked interesting from like the trailer. It's like a body horror. I watched it. I mean, it kind of started off good. I mean, they made some weird choices in there. Like they like go to this forest for some reason. I forgot why. And it's like raining and storming. They get lost. Then they like fall into like this cave, and they're trapped in this cave because it's too wet to get out. And there's like this puddle of like stagnant water that like turns things into like, well, it makes whoever drinks it, they like want to fuse together. So at the beginning of the film, these two dogs drink it and they feel like fuse together. So they get that
Mm,
idea to like drink this stagnant cave water for whatever reason, and they start to fuse and stuff like that. It's a movie about relationships and how codependency and how we depend on each other and how you have to like tear down your walls to like fully embrace another person into your life to love them. I mean, it was artsy in that way and like the film's like deeper meaning, but like how it played out, I'm definitely gonna give it, I would say D tier. D tier for sure. Okay.
put it right there.
Okay.
You know what? We'll do a movie that we've both seen. Let's do Predator Badlands. Oh no, not
Okay.
Badlands. Sorry, Predator Killers of Killers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What do you think? What's your first impressions?
I I'm feeling like a solid B. I really enjoyed it. I like the different like dynamic of storytelling that they were telling with the Vikings,
Okay.
World War II, I believe, and the Japanese. The Japanese section was my personal favorite. I've always wanted a Japanese theme Predator movie after,
Okay.
especially after what they did with Prey. I was like, ooh,
Yep.
if that's what they did with the natives, definitely give me that with like with a Japanese theme. So yeah, Predator, Killers of Killers. I'll give it a solid B.
Okay. I would say I'm biased. I am a huge Predator fan. Partly why I got dreads, because I got dreads and stuff like that. I really loved it too. Seen all the movies, all the animated movies they come out with. I would say for me, I would put it in A tier just because it's so much better than like the last few that we got. Like what was the last Predators? It was the Predators, I think, where they
Mm.
like the dude got like the suit at the end. Absolute terrible movie. Like that movie hurt my soul. But this movie, like you said, I liked how they went to the different like ethnic groups, the Viking, the Japanese samurai dudes. For me, it's an A tier because, like I said, I love me some Predator.
Okay. We'll go right there, but we could always switch it up later.
Yep, yep. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do
A,
Jurassic World.
a lot of the movies that we've seen separate are showing up first. So let's do Bring Her Back. We'll do
Ooh,
Bring Her
okay.
Back. We'll
Yeah,
start
yeah.
with some of the bottom ones right now. So you want to kick it off?
Yeah, yeah. Bring her back. Really enjoyed it. I'm a huge horror fan. You know, it wasn't like the conventional jump scare scary, which I loved because like I'm so tired of jump scares because I feel like it's like the laziest thing that a writer can do in his films. Just kind of loud noise just to like jar you and stuff like that. This is more like a psychological horror and stuff like that. It has some body horror and stuff in there too. Then I'm a real fan of the Raka Raka guys. What's their name? Who did Talk to Me?
It's Raka Raka.
Yeah, but I like their universe they're making. I'm really excited for the third movie. I would say for me, I would say B tier for sure. B tier.
Really? Because I will go with A. I thought it
A?
was really solid, right? Like I
Okay.
thought it's for me, it's my favorite horror movie of the year.
Okay.
So
Oh, for
so
sure, for sure.
that might be spoilers ahead, right? But Bring Her Back is my favorite horror movie of the year. I love, like I said, I love what Rocka Rock is also doing. Like from picking up what you said, I think they're doing great stuff. It wasn't. It was jump scare. You felt the atmosphere really
Yep.
in this movie, and that's why I'm like, oh yeah. And the way it had me feeling, even though I had this movie spoiled for me, it still kind of had me on the edge of my seat. So that's like for even that reason, I did like it more than Predator. So I'll give it an A.
Okay. Like I definitely wanted to say A at first, but I think just how we scored Predators, I'm like, okay, maybe it'll go to B tier with Predators. But I definitely liked it more than Predators, Killer of
Mm.
Killers. So I agree with the A tier for sure. Because that's what I was gonna say at first, but
Yeah, because
I got
Bring Her Back is in my top 10.
oh, it's in my top 10 too. Yep. So yeah, throw that
Yeah,
bad boy in A for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, we could do. I could do this one real quick. One of those days, I thought One of Those Days was a good fun time movie. Uh, I was really high on it when I first watched it, and then the more like time has passed with it, and then more thought about it, it's like it's cool. I'm gonna give it. Mm, I'll give it like a low B.
Okay, low B.
Low B.
Okay,
Yeah, like me personally, I think I did enjoy 28 Years Later, but just the way that it is, I'm gonna put it at a low B.
okay.
Next up, we got Karate Kid. This is another one that I've only seen. I thought Karate Kid was cool. It was a fun time, nothing too crazy. It's not like a story where it was like, oh wow, they basically brought the Jaden Smith movie with Jackie Chan. They got the original, they put a storyline together, and it's like, hey, we're gonna make it work, right? And it was cool for what it was. I'll probably give it like a C.
C.
That's where I'm at with
Okay,
it. Yeah, I'll give
okay.
it like a C.
Let's
So
do it.
next up, we have Jurassic World. Is it Rebirth? Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yep, yep.
That's where we're at with Scarlett Johansson and our man, our guy, Mahershala Ali. So, I feel like I can start with this one.
Yeah, you go first.
I'm feeling a solid C as well. It
Crazy.
wasn't. It's not as good as Jurassic Park. If it was Jurassic Park, it's going S immediately. Even like if it's like the first Jurassic World with Chris Pratt, I will put that like in a B. But it's not as good as Jurassic World, but it's definitely an improvement over the last two, in my opinion.
Okay.
The last two Jurassic Worlds, because like if you saw Dominion, Dominion will go straight to F. Like that was booty cheeks. But out because I did like the way that they took it with the route, and I'm excited to see what they're gonna do moving forward. I always
Okay.
put it like a good C. It was just a good
Okay.
time.
Okay. So for me, you already know what I'm gonna say. It is my least favorite movie of the year. It is the lowest on my tier list of the list of movies so far. For me, if I had my way, it would go in F tier for sure.
All right,
Like,
this is where we have to compromise. So
yep,
you
yep.
put I said C, you put F. Middle ground is D.
Okay,
So we have to
okay.
put in D.
Okay, yeah. So I stopped caring after the third of the original parks. I'm not a fan of dinosaurs anymore. We went to go see the movie. It was a hot summer day, and the AC was broken in the theater. So I was sweating to my seat the entire time. And so the entire movie, I was just complaining to myself about how uncomfortable I was, and that couldn't let me get into the movie. Not that I don't think, well, I probably would have got more into it if it was cooler, but then we got outside the movie and it was cooler outside than it was inside. So it just left like a bad taste in my mouth. But even then, CGI dinosaurs, not really my thing. Um, we could put it, yeah, we could put it in D. Yeah, we'll put it in D. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That works for me.
Next up, we have Final Destination Bloodlines. For me, this is
Woo!
just a good C movie. It was
Yep.
fun. It's Final Destination. You know what you're getting. It was just a cool way that they basically connected all the movies together
Hmm.
from my understanding, right? Because of the Bloodline thing and how it connects to different people. So that's why I thought it was cool. Some cool creative kills. I'll just put it in C.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I grew up with the movies. I think I've seen them all. Maybe there's a few I haven't seen, but enjoyed it. It was a fun time. It was you just turn your brain off, watch some crazy kills. Nothing really too crazy to the storyline. Good popcorn flick. I would say C. Also, do you say C?
Yeah, I said C.
Yeah, I'd say C too.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Next up we got Captain America: Brave
That's my
New
cap.
World.
That's my cap.
Not
Sam
my cap.
Wilson.
Um, I feel like I could lead it because I'm more of the MCU guy than you are.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Um, this is for me. I'm gonna put this either at a. Mm, I wasn't really a big fan of this MCU movie. I thought it was kind of a disappointment a little bit. I
Okay.
know this is really like the last of the regime of throw out whatever we can. I mean, this movie went through hella reshoots, a couple of rewrites. I am honestly gonna put this movie under Jurassic World. I would much rather watch Jurassic World more than Captain America. I mean,
Okay.
I
Okay.
like Sam Wilson,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
feel like he was perfect to be the next Captain America. But the way that they've been showing him and presenting him has been like in the projects he's been in. Captain America. I mean, in the Winter Soldier, that movie is
Yep.
like, I mean, that show I meant is it's okay,
Hmm.
not the best. I personally enjoy more than others, but and then with this movie is like he's supposed to be our Cap.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Falcon to me, he's more of like a sidekick character. It's hard for that character, I feel like, to lead a movie role, even if he's Captain America. So just off quick snap judgments of like the trailers and like the small parts of the movie I have seen. So you said D tier or C tier?
I'm gonna go high D.
ID? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool with me.
All right, Novocaine. I've seen Novocaine. Did you see Novocaine?
Sure haven't.
Okay, this one is one of those where it's. I thought it was cool. It was just fun comedy. He's basically playing his
Boy's character?
yeah from the boys. He's basically playing his character. He's playing Huey from the boys. So
That's
I
what it
would
looked
put it
like.
right there in the D. It's cool. It's fun. It's one of those movies where you can shut your brain off and enjoy. But it's one of those things where you can sit there and you're like, I already know where this movie's going. I know
Okay.
basically the ending.
Okay.
And
Yep. Yep.
that's how I felt. The movie started. I was like, I know where this is going. Let's do a good Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Okay. Okay. So I've only seen the first movie and the last movie in the series. The first one was cool, but I haven't seen it since like I don't know. I feel like the '90s, maybe early
Basically, when it came
2000s.
out, '97.
But I figure I see it just support Tom Cruise because he does his own stunts. I want to see what crazy stuff he gets into. I kind of fell asleep in the beginning, the parts that show you like what happened in like the other movies because I
Recap.
was kind of tired. But I mean, the parts I did see, it was pretty cool. I liked when he was in the submarine. I liked the final segment when he was like hanging off the plane. And he was fighting with that guy. I would say, I'd say I give it like a C. Give it a C.
Oh,
Give it a
this
C.
is where you and me are gonna have a crazy. I'm going with an A
An A.
because I am a big Mission Impossible fan.
Okay.
I really like one. The only one I really don't really like is two, but I
Okay.
love Fallout. I love Ghost Protocol. Rogue Nation's cool. I like that first one's great, and this one I felt like in the Final Reckoning Part One, I think it
Hmm.
was called. I thought it was really good as well, and this one was also great. It was like just showing basically everything that makes the franchise fun and cool. And Tom Cruise, legend, doing his own stunts. So
Yep.
if you're going with C, I'm going with A. Well, I guess we got to put it in B. I think I'll just put it there. Next up for me was what we got, Lilo and Stitch. I thought Lilo and Stitch is it's cool. It's not the best
Refuse to see it. I refuse.
Disney remake. I mean, I
Yep.
love the original. It's one of my favorite Disney classic movies.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna put it. I didn't like it more than Captain America, but not more than Jurassic World. So I'll put it right there. By the way of this tier list, it seems like we hate movies. He's watching Cheeks. Um, you know what? Let's start with one that we both enjoyed. Mickey 17.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'll
Robert
go first.
Pattinson.
So I've been an avid Robert Pattinson hater for a long time, but he's started to grow on me. I know it's crazy. I really enjoy this movie. I like sci-fi movies. I feel like he played the roles pretty well of himself and the other versions of himself. His acting was really great. I really like the main villain guy, Mark Ruffalo, right?
Mark
He was
Ruffalo.
the
Yeah.
yep. He was the main like corporate billionaire, whatever, evil guy playing on like our current president and stuff like that, more or less. But I enjoyed it. I thought I had a fun time. I would say, quick judgment out of these movies, I feel like I liked it more than 28 years later. I feel like. So I would say either like a high C or a low B is what I would give it.
I'm more in that C category. I was one of those where I was like, I thought it was fine. It was a
Hmm.
fine movie. I enjoyed 28 Years more, and I believe I enjoyed it more than I'm looking at my letterbox, so it's one of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
things where I'm like I'm seeing. I enjoyed it more than Final Destination,
Okay.
but I did not like it more than 28 Years. I thought it was fine. Like I think my favorite movie from his is definitely Snowpiercer with Chris Evans. That
Okay.
movie's phenomenal, and like I'm just like comparing it to some of his old. Like he also made The Host,
Okay.
which I thought was a pretty good movie as well. And like comparing it to those, it was like I was just like, I mean, it's cool. Like it's cool him like playing two characters, showing his acting range. I thought the story was also like okay. I was just expecting something different, I guess.
Hmm.
So I will go with a C, but not above 28 years later. Next up, Presence.
Presence is one of those movies where it's like it's a unique spin because it's like from the perspective of the ghost. So it's like a perspective we often don't get in horror movies, and it's more of like a
Mm.
psychological thriller almost, even like a drama at points because there's really no like really scary parts. I feel like, It's not something I would watch again, I don't think. So with that being said, I mean, it was interesting. I would definitely put it into D tier for sure, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same. When I first watched it, I was like, "Yo, that movie was crazy," right?
Yep,
But then
yep.
the more I process it, I was like, "It's alright.
Yeah,
It
it's
cool.
alright. Yeah, yeah.
It's cool."
It's kind of like that movie. What is it? The Others by M Night Shyamalan or something like that. Kind of a little bit
I haven't seen the others.
crazy. I think it's The
All right,
Others.
we could do another one that we both like. Let's do F1.
Okay.
For me, this is the guy who directed Top Gun Maverick. I really love Top Gun Maverick. I feel like this is a great summer vibe movie. Fun time, put it on. You feel the vibes. This one, the story is not as good as Top Gun Maverick, right? But this one is still fun. You know, you got Brad Pitt. You got my man Franklin Saint from Snowfall. I'm forgetting his name. But I will give it a solid B. It's B
Okay.
or let me think. Yeah, I will give it a B.
Okay. Okay. I'm feeling like so I'm not a fan of F1, but the movie made me care while I was watching the movie. There were some cool scenes, stuff like that. The editing was pretty cool. I feel like the story dragged on a little bit. There was some stuff that could have been like that could have trimmed some of the fat in the story to make it a little bit shorter. But we saw it in IMAX, didn't we?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, saw it in
of course we did.
IMAX. So it was a pretty cool movie. I'm feeling like a low B, high C. That's what I'm feeling.
All right, we'll put it in the B then, since I went A, you went C.
Yeah, 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 we'll put it in B. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
let's do ballerina. Um,
Ooh. You go first.
I'm a really big fan of the John Wick franchise. I really like all four, the original four. The way I will rank those will be four, three, one, two, and I did enjoy ballerina more than two. I'll say that, but I thought it was just fun. Some of the action sequences were crazy. The flamethrower, the hand to hand fight sequence, the fight against John Wick. I'm glad it didn't make a thing where it's like she could just beat John Wick immediately. No, John Wick was still top dog. That's John Wick, and
Hmm.
because it takes place between three and four.
For me, I'm not the biggest fan of John Wick. I mean, I love the first movie. The first movie was cool, but past there, it kind of just becomes more of the same, more or less for me. I missed like the first part of the movie. We got there pretty late because the date I was with, she was pretty late to the movie, so we got there pretty late. Just from what I remember, I would say same thing I did with F1. I'd say low B, high C. Low B, high C for me.
All right, what we could do, I have a coin right here. We could flip it. Wherever it goes, we could just put it right there for now. Let me
Heads
get
B, tails C.
perfect. All right, I got a penny. You
Let's
see it?
go. Penny for your thoughts. I
Yeah,
have a penny right here too.
B. All right, ready?
Yes, sir.
Should I do the flip?
Yeah, do the flip.
All right, it's tails. So it's so
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
Bad, 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 bad. That's the thing about us having joint rankings. Sometimes sacrifices have to be made.
For the good of the colony.
All right, let's start with a controversial one. The latest movies that we just seen. The latest movie that me and Andrew have seen together is The Toxic Avenger.
Let's go.
I'm throwing that right in F. That was probably one of the worst theater experiences. I've never heard of The Toxic Avenger. I didn't watch a trailer. I didn't watch anything. I went to this movie blind. When I say I didn't know what I was getting myself into, I did not know what I was getting myself into. I felt like I was watching a high school project unfold in front of me in theaters. I was sure the beginning had some good jokes, but then the movie just Peter Dinklage and Kevin Bacon. Sorry, not for me. I'm putting this in F.
Yeah, I understand it. So Toxic Avenger, it's definitely a trauma film. If you're not like familiar with like trauma films, they definitely have a certain vibe and humor to them. This totally fit into those. I've seen the first Toxic Avenger and I've seen some of the sequels. I own some trauma films. I was the one who drug him to go see it because I was like, hey, we got to justify A-list somehow with AMC. I enjoyed it. I like over the top like violence and gore and the practical effects. It's like it was like kind of like the Terrifier before the Terrifier, just like the over top with the violence and like
I'll
the
give it that. It had
wacky,
it had good practical effects.
yep, and the wacky zany characters in the world. It reminds me of like the villains in RoboCop, like how the villains in that movie, they're just like weird and zany and stuff. Have you seen RoboCop?
It's been years.
Okay, well, it's kind of like the same vibe where it's like you have these like wacky, zany villains and stuff like that are kind of over the top and like they're the way they talk and the way they act and stuff like that. For me, I would say it's like a C, and you say it's an F. So let's go with D.
That is nasty. Until Dawn. We'll do that next.
Okay.
Okay, I played the Until Dawn game. I
Yep.
really, and it is one of my. I think it's no, it's either number one or number two of my favorite decision-based games of the story. The Walking
Okay.
Dead, Telltale, Until Dawn.
Yep.
Until Dawn is great, and when I found out they were doing a movie, I was like, "Ooh, I don't know how that's gonna work, right?" Because it's one of those where you basically decide how the story ends.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically did a prequel to the game. It's one of those things where I was like, "We're gonna call it Until Dawn. It has nothing to do with the original game. It's a prequel." They
Okay.
have a little bit of Easter eggs with some characters in the game, like Josh, and I thought it was cool. The first half had me. I really like the first half of the concept where they're basically going through different situations and how they're dying, right?
Yep.
Like them drinking the water and then they explode. Hilarious.
That was great.
The
Fantastic.
the serial killer in the very beginning, you're like, oh shit, right?
Oh, yep.
And then like in the very like they did like a little time skip where it's like, all right, we've seen it the day play out 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
and they gave us like a 2-minute montage of couple days, and at the very end is like, all right, we're on the last day now, guys. And I really didn't like that. I will probably go with a D on this one as well, or I don't want to say C. I'm probably gonna go with D.
Okay, so just like with the Toxic Avenger, I kind of went in blind except for I've seen the trailers, never played the games, so I just kind of went in there with an open mind. I thought it was humorous, like you said, like when they were drinking the water and exploding, stuff like that. Some of the kill scenes were pretty cool and stuff like that. I mean, the story, basic story, but I never played the game, so I don't know how deep it's supposed to get. So you said a D? Is that what you said, or a C?
I'm going with a D. I mean, because the first half I really did it. I did like it's the ending kind of like the way I'm describing it, it probably
Mhm.
should go in C, but comparing it to those C movies, I don't think it's that good. So I'm just gonna put it in D because some of the D movies I have there,
Okay.
yeah,
Yep. Let's give it that D then. No Diddy.
that's crazy work, bro. All right, next up we'll do Hard Eyes. I'm not gonna lie, this is another D in my opinion.
Yeah.
This would have been a perfect rom com, low key.
Yep.
The
Yep.
two actor, like the actor and the actresses, the guy from Scream, he's in the latest 2 Scream movies.
Okay.
And I'm forgetting where I've seen the other actors from, but yeah, they had amazing chemistry. Like that
Great
first
chemistry.
half, I was like, yo, I shipped them. And
Mhm.
then when the horror elements come in, I was like, yo, lost me. You lost me.
Yep.
It goes
Yep.
so D for that, in my opinion. Even the kills were meh.
I'll go with D too. Like you said, it would have been a great rom com, but besides that, it was kind of like a lackluster horror. So yeah, we'll just
Yeah, we're
give it the
definitely
D.
gonna have to fix that D though once we get to the
Oh yeah.
official.
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh, Den of Thieves 2. I'm a big fan of the first Den of Thieves. I
Yep.
cannot lie. I thought I think the way the concept it is like jumping between the cops' perspective and the like the bad guys like 50 Cent and all that. I thought that was great. So like going into this one, I was like, all right, we'll see what's gonna happen. The cop joins the bad guys. Ice Cube Jr.
Mhm.
It's one of those things where it just dragged on for too long. It had some cool scenes.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to say D again. Just the way that this list is going, I might have to throw it in D.
Yeah, it was definitely forgettable. I'm trying to remember like highlights from the movie, and it's like I'm drawing a blank just because it was so lackluster. A lot of talking, a lot of dialogue, not much action. I mean, O'Shea Jackson, he's a wonderful actor, but the movie, it's nothing compared to the first one. Because I mean, the first one, they had a lot of UFC fighters in there, which I liked. I think there's a couple in this one. I'm trying to remember who was in this one, but no one like super notable that comes to mind. Like the first one was like Max Holloway, The Best Is Blessed. So I'll definitely go with D tier because it was definitely a forgettable film.
Man, we gotta get some positivity in here, dude.
I know,
Let's
dude.
let's do companion.
Woo!
All right. I know
I-
she's your. I'll let you take this one.
Yes, sir. So Sophie Thatcher, if it's not snowing, I ain't going.
I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven.
I love me some Sophie Thatcher. Loved her in Yellow Jackets. Loved her in this movie. I had a really great time in this movie. I didn't think I was gonna like it that much, but I really enjoyed it. The chemistry between her and what's his name? Huey from The Boys. His dad and mom are famous actors.
He is in this movie as well. Oh wow, I
Yes,
totally
yes.
forgot about that. Yeah, let me
I'm trying to
uh
remember his name. His parents are famous actors. Oh well, but you know him as Huey
Jack
from The
Quaid.
Boys.
Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid. There we go. Yeah, yeah.
Jack Quaid.
Enjoyed this movie a lot. I feel like this movie would have been a lot. It would have been to me. This movie would have been S tier if they didn't reveal the big switch in the trailer that she was a robot. I feel like if they left that out, this movie for me would have been S tier. So mainly just because like the trailer gave away like a huge plot point. For me personally, this movie's going to the A tier. What
I,
about you?
I enjoyed it as well. I'm more of the B tier level. That's where I'm at
Okay.
with it. I thought it was a solid B.
Mm-hmm.
It came out earlier in the year, and yeah, Zoe Stature, she did great. I think
Mm-hmm.
this is the first project I've seen her in. And I was really impressed. Jack Quaid, I will say the second half was a little bit different. It's more what he did with Scream. He was in Scream 6, and it
Oh,
was kind of
okay.
that type of character.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was good, so I'll give it a solid B. So if you're giving it an A, I'm giving it a B. We could do the penny flip again.
Let's do the penny flip.
All right, heads for A,
Tails.
tails for B.
Let's get do it.
Tails.
B
So
tier.
so I'm not lying. There you go.
Let's go.
Solid movie. Nah, I really did like that. You know what? Let's do another one that we like. Let's do Caught Stealing with our man Austin Butler.
White Boy Summer. Let's go. Beer, 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 beer,
Mm.
beer.
That man's been putting on muscle. He put 20 pounds of muscle for this movie. He got
Oh, he did?
jacked. Dude.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he put 20 pounds of muscle. That's what he said. 20 pounds of muscle. So like, he's doing his
Impressive.
thing.
Impressive.
I mean, it just showed in that one scene
Yep.
with
Yep.
Zoe Kravitz.
Okay, so I guess I'll start it off. I love my boy Austin Butler. This movie, the trailer, I thought it was gonna be like a fun, like lighthearted, like kind of like dark comedy movie. Just judging by the trailer, but like watching this movie, it was anything but that. Like they had some comedy points in it, but it was more on the darker side, just because spoiler
Yeah.
warning, spoiler coming up. Zoe Kravitz gets killed in like the first act, and like when that happens, like I felt like my stomach sink because like the way they built up to it was so wonderful. Because they had this thing where they were like, whenever they were like leave from seeing each other, he'd be like, "I'll call you," and she'd be like, "You have my number," and like the third time he did it, he's like, "I'll call you," and she kind of just gave this nod, and I was like, "Oh no, something's gonna happen." He comes back, dead on the floor, and I was like, "No!" But it was a fun movie, fun watch. I like the deeper meanings that movie had, playing on trauma, addiction, race relations when it comes to like living together and the violence that can happen between them. For me, I love this movie. For me, I would say like a S. I would say A. I would say give it an A tier. A tier for
I'm
sure.
also in the A. Basically, everything you said, I also really enjoyed it. The story took me like I thought it was going one way. The movie definitely took me another way with the way that the trailer was like giving the vibes
Yep.
of like
Yep.
the music. You thought it was gonna be like a buddy cop between Austin Butler and I do not want to mispronounce his name. The guy from House of the Dragon, Matt Smith. I thought it was gonna be like
Okay.
a buddy cop thing with them.
Yep. Yep.
Definitely didn't. But yeah, we'll put in the A.
Let's put the A
Solid
tier.
A.
Solid sleeper movie of the year for sure.
Oh
Solid
yeah,
sleeper
for
movie.
sure. Yeah, we can knock off the ones that you and me haven't. Cause so I know you haven't seen this movie. Hurry Up Tomorrow. I am a huge Weekend fan. I really am. He's one of my favorite artists. I have like his CDs. I've seen him live 3 times. But it's a thing for me. If people say if you're not a Weekend fan, you're not gonna understand this movie. I'm a Weekend fan, and I've seen this movie. Still doesn't. Cause it's a good movie, right? As much as I love The Weeknd, I'm not gonna do F because my boy. I'll put it D. Love
Dang.
D. Hey, that we'll do cleanup in that D section.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
We'll do
yeah.
cleanup. We'll do cleanup.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Ooh, the monkey.
The monkey. Okay. Okay.
I'll let you take this. I'll let you.
Yeah,
take
yeah.
this
So the
because-
monkey, I think it's based off a Stephen King story or a short story, something like that. The trailer, I would say the marketing for the movie was fantastic. I remember when we saw that first trailer, I think last year, I was like, "Oh, I'm totally bought in. I'm sold on this. It's gonna be fantastic." Seeing the movie, it was like a slightly worse version of a Final Destination movie almost. So just by judging by that, I would say Final Destination did what the monkey did, only better. So I would put the monkey in D tier, I would say.
I'm going straight F. This movie was probably I was really hyped.
Yep.
The movie was playing, some of the kills were fun, and then the story was going, and it lost me, dude. I I left that theater so disappointed. I was like, what did I just watch? Like you said, the trailers were great.
Hmm.
The and then nah, man, I'm going straight F with the
Okay.
monkey.
Thinking
It's
about it,
probably one of my
I,
disappointments of
I
the
would say
year.
looking at the movies in the D tier, like I enjoyed it than all those movies. So for me, I would probably put it at the back end of C almost, because I did enjoy it more so than the D tier movies we have seen
Really?
so far. That's what I would say.
So you're going with C, I'm going with F, so that means it goes in D. That's crazy. Okay, flight risk. Once again, this is going straight to F.
Yeah, I agree to
Who
that. Put it in F.
who
Put it
gives
F.
Mark Wahlberg that haircut? It
That's the
should
only
be a
reason.
crime.
Only reason why I wanted to see the movie was because of the haircut. Besides that, movie was god awful.
Nah, dude. That literally it's just three characters on an airplane for 90% of the time.
Mark Wahlberg being a creep.
Mark Wahlberg, man, I
The
can't. It's just another
writing, the
scene.
dialogue, everything about the movie was just bad.
Ooh, okay. Next up, Thunderbolts.
Off the
Okay,
bat, I'll just say C. For me, it's a C.
I was gonna say A, but
Crazy.
no. All right, as I can say, I'm a Marvel fan, so I may glaze it a little bit.
Yep, yep.
What have we been getting from Phase 4 and 5 of movie wise? There's it's been up and down quality.
Yep.
This one, I felt a direction and a purpose with the storytelling of like addiction, about your feelings. It was
Hmm.
actually shot in location as well. Oh my god, I'm tired of green screen. But it was one of those where this movie should have came out during the end of Phase 4, and then we should have got another movie during Phase 5, right? Because this is basically the end of Phase 5,
Okay.
and it's one of those things where it's like I'm seeing where Marvel's going. We'll get there later, also with Fantastic Four, and I'm like, if this is the way you're going with your storytelling, I mess with it. I mess with
Okay.
it, and
Yep,
like
yep.
with the building of story because of the post credit scene as well. With the spoiler with the Fantastic Four ship at the end. I'm like, okay, I'm liking that. So I'm gonna go with an A. It could be that first half could be a little bit slow, but once it gets picking up, it gets picking up, and I don't think it's top 10 MCU.
Hmm.
It's not up there, but it's definitely a solid watch.
Okay. So yeah, for
You're
me,
saying C,
yeah, I've mentally checked out from Marvel for the most part. Um, so if you say A and I say C, does that mean it's a B?
B,
B
yeah,
tier?
B.
I'd be okay with B tier. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I have not seen this movie, so this is up to you, Magazine Dreams.
Okay. My boy Jonathan Majors. I watched this on my laptop at my house, and I enjoyed it. I mean, his acting in the movie is really good. It's basically about this socially awkward bodybuilder who's trying to be like Mr. Olympia or something like that and get on the front of magazines. He lives with his pop, but he's just like so. He might even be on the spectrum. He's just like so like awkward and like shy, but like the way he like plays it off, like it is like you feel it. I felt it in my stomach, just like the weird cringe moments he has with people and stuff like
Okay.
that. It was definitely a fun watch though. I wish I would have saw it in theaters, but it came and went in theaters because he had his legal problems and stuff like that. For me, I would
Yeah,
say
after what happened, yeah.
I would give it a B. I'd say it's a B tier movie for me personally.
Solid,
Solid B.
solid. Ooh, okay. Next up is Fantastic Four. Um, this is actually my favorite Marvel movie of the year.
Okay.
I with the last Fantastic Four movies, we had Fantastic Four stick and the one in the two
Fan Four Stick.
thousands.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, it was like, oh man, I hope that they make a good Fantastic Four movie, and I think they nailed it. I think it was such a great idea of having this movie outside of the main universe.
Okay.
They should
Yep.
have done that more in
Yep.
Phase 4 and 5, since this is the multiverse saga. They should have
Yep.
done way more of that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the story was great as well. I like it was we've been with them for 4 years already.
Mm-hmm.
And they're already famous. That whole aesthetic as well of like 60s futuristic, I loved it. And
Mm-hmm.
that middle section with the Silver Surfer in space with Galactus, that was my favorite part of the movie. And when I was watching that in Dolby, I was like, this is tough. Like the visuals were great.
Yep.
I
Great
mean, but
visuals.
it's also a thing where you had bad visuals with the baby. and the Thing
The
also
Thing
get a
too.
little wonky. So
Yep.
it balanced out, right? But
Hmm.
like I said, it builds up with what I feel about Thunderbolts, and then Fantastic
Hmm.
Four is like, okay, I'm feeling momentum. Don't drop it, Marvel. So for me, it's a solid A.
Okay. So for me, it's definitely my most enjoyed Marvel movie in a while and stuff like that. I agree with what you said. Like me personally, I think at the end of Endgame, they should have just like left that whole universe alone. They should have just like scrapped it, move those characters away so we forget about them. They should have started a whole new universe with like introducing the
X-Men,
mutants and stuff like that. And
yeah,
just like give that universe some time to breathe and for us to like miss those characters, and to build
Blade
up.
and stuff like that,
Yep, yep.
Shang-Chi,
And
stuff
just
like
like
that.
completely start from the ground, just like they did with Iron Man 1, Thor 1, only with like the mutants and the X-Men and different characters and stuff like that. Like you said, great visuals. I would say you said like an A tier. I would give it either an A or a B, I would say.
All right, we'll flip it. So,
Yeah, I would say like for me it would be on the back end of B just because I enjoyed Companion more, I would say. But I would say it would be okay. I wouldn't care if it was an A tier, honestly.
because I already know you're gonna fight for the next movie. I have a
Oh,
feeling you're gonna pit it.
I already know it's gonna
So,
go.
so that's why for me, it's an A. But what you feeling? You want to put it in B?
We could put it in A. I wouldn't
All
be
right,
mad at it.
fire. Because I already know what you're gonna. Okay, I'll let you take over here.
My boy Soups. For me, this is an S tier movie, but I'm a DC fan, I'm a Glazer. I'm not ashamed to say it. I am so happy with James Gunn and what he's doing with like this Superman. I like how it's bright, it's hopeful. I left the theater feeling good. I got home, I just laid on my bed and I just smiled because I enjoyed
You were
myself.
basically him at the end of the movie,
I
looking at the
was. That was
screen.
me, just smiling. I felt like a punk rocker. I'm still on the Superman kick where I think to myself, what would Superman do? And I try to make the right decision.
Crazy.
I love this movie. What's the guy's name? I'm trying to remember this guy's name. Superman's
He was in
name.
Twisters. He was in Twisters.
I should
David
know these things.
Cornsweat.
Yeah, Sweat. But loved him. I loved the new guy as Lex Luthor. I hated Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. How he was like zany and Superman. Fuck that. No, I
Nicholas
really loved.
Holt.
Yep,
Nicholas
yep.
Holt.
Really loved it. Everything about the movie I enjoyed. There were some plot holes. I mean, as with like most superhero movies, I mean, like when the nanobot chick was walking to the Fortress of Solitude at the beginning of the movie. I mean, Superman has like super hearing. He should be able to hear her like walk up and her heartbeat. Stuff like that. Just little nitpicky things like that. But besides that, love the movie. S for my boy Superman. Let's go.
See, I will go with A.
At least
I
you didn't
thought it
say
was
B.
also no. I'm not gonna go with B. I do think it's an A tier movie. Like you said about James Gunn, I don't think he's missed at all with his movies. I
Nope.
haven't seen Peacemaker yet, but with his
Great.
movies, so with the Suicide Squad, and his three trilogies with the Guardians, I
Hmm.
think he hasn't missed yet with superhero movies, and it just shows once again, James Gunn might be in discussion for being a top three or even one of the best movie superhero directors.
Oh, for sure.
Um, I
He's
think he's
got the
definitely up
formula
there.
down.
Yeah, it's like him, Christopher Nolan, the Russo brothers. You know, they cook, man.
Yeah, they definitely cook. Fun
Uh,
fact, I'm pretty sure that James Gunn's first movie was produced by and put out by Troma, the same people that did the original Toxic Avengers.
mm,
Yes, sir. I
uh,
think I heard that today. Let's
let's
flip it.
flip it. All right.
Heads S, tails B.
All right. So
Let's
yeah,
go.
you can see, as you can see, tails.
I feel like Lex Luthor just
1A, 1A, 1A.
the face he gets when he loses, he's just like
Oh, the close up. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. All right. Next up, we both seen this one, right?
Yep,
Warfare.
both seen it. Yep.
All right, Warfare. I went into this movie blind as well. I saw A24. I saw the cast, and I was like, "That's all I need to know. That is all I need to know." I walked into that theater. I went by myself because I think time scheduling wise, I just walked in. I watched it, and I was like, "Holy shit!" This felt like a movie where it didn't like, like, yeah, this is war. It was like, no, this is war, dude. Like, the guy
Hmm.
who directed this movie was there. He's
Hmm.
one of the people like who would during this event, because it's based on a true story, and also having no music at all. So the sound design is nothing but what they heard, gun
Hmm.
shooting, bombs going crazy. So the experience alone in the theater was like, holy shit.
Yep.
And the blast scene is the most I've jumped in a theater
Okay.
than any horror movie we've seen this year. Like, when I was watching it and the explosion, I literally like jumped up my seat, like, holy shit. Like, I was like caught off guard.
They got cooked, literally.
They literally like their
Literally.
legs were gone.
Yep. Yep.
And
So
like the cast was great.
for me, I watched it at home. I didn't see it in theaters. Really didn't know what it was about. I just heard you said you liked it, thought it was good. I watched it at my house, and I enjoyed it a lot. Um, like you said too, it just showcases the horrors of war and just like how things can like flip on like a drop of a dime, whatever. Then like at the end of the film, they just leave and like you see all like the rebels or terrorists or whatever you want to call them like come out of their hiding spaces and like nothing really changed. You know what I mean? For me, it's just like it really like summarizes our war in the Middle East, just like how we went over there, we did all this damage, and like for what? For nothing, really. It's like a bunch of people got killed on both sides, and at the end of it, nothing was solved, nothing has changed, and stuff like that. So I thought it was
Literally.
great in that aspect. And for me, I would say I'm feeling like low A, high B.
All right, so we'll do A since that's the middle ground.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, um,
Here we go.
okay, we don't even need to
Yeah,
like we
right.
could just put this bitch right up there.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have Sinners.
Yep,
Come on,
yep,
Ryan Coogler,
yep.
director of both Black Panthers,
Mm-hmm.
Fruitvale Station. Wait,
Creed.
did I say that? And Creed.
Yep, yep,
So yeah, this man is a genius. He's easily becoming one of my favorite working directors currently.
yep,
If
yep.
the the story, the costume, the like I said, the music with the score, the
Yep.
acting, I thought everyone did a
The
great
way it was
job.
shot on different films, so that like the aspect ratio changed in
Oh yeah,
IMAX and all that.
when the barn
Fantastic.
opened,
Yep,
dude,
fantastic. That
yo,
and I would never thought I could find like a cotton field so beautiful, but he made it look so beautiful in that film. Just like the way it was shot and like the wide open spans of it all and stuff like that. It was just beautiful film all around. The story and stuff like that. S tier for sure. S tier for
yeah.
sure.
All right, so now we can do a little bit of cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
So right now at F, our only one we have is Flight Risk. If this was me, honestly, I will put Drop down there. Are we gonna leave the monkey in D? What you feeling?
Yeah, I feel like we could leave it in D. Yeah, I
Okay.
can feel. Yeah, we can leave it in D.
I'll leave Hurry Up Tomorrow in D. I'll leave Havoc in D. Den of Thieves. C or D? Should we leave it or should it go down to F? I think D is fine. I think
D is fine. D is fine. Yeah, yeah.
Hard Eyes. Man, that ending is like. I think I'll leave it in D.
Yeah, we can leave it in D. Yeah, yeah.
Until Dawn, I'll leave in D as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Toxic Avengers. I will put that in F, but if you want to leave it in D, we can leave it in D.
I would move it up to C, but we can leave it in D.
All right, okay. See, that's our common ground. Presents. Ooh.
I didn't hate it, so I'd say we
But
can leave it
comparing
in
it
D.
to the rest of these movies is making me like, should I even? Does it deserve a low C?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, yeah,
Moving it to
because
low
like
C.
comparing that one to like the others,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Novocaine.
Novocaine. I will leave that one in D. I think. I
Okay.
think it was fine. Here, let me. I gave it a 3.
Okay.
I guess I'll put it in C then. I'm gonna put it in C. Low C, like a low
Okay.
C. Captain America. I did like Captain America more than Novocaine, but that's just me though.
You've seen them both.
Damn it, bro! Don't. No, you're gonna make me do this.
You've seen them both. It's up to you.
It's not in the tier of the monkey and shit. I can't do that. I'm going low C.
Okay.
Hot take. But if this was an MCU tier list, that probably would have been in D. Cannot lie. Yeah, that could be a good idea though. Maybe one day. Cleaning up together. You still feeling that D or the way that things are
Pause.
moving?
Pause.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. You're
I'm
good.
feeling that.
I would still leave it in D. I would still leave it in D for sure.
Lilo and Stitch, I'll leave in D. Jurassic World, Rebirth, I will put in C, but I could leave it in high D, in my opinion. I could leave it in D.
Yeah, give it the high D. No Diddy.
Ugh. All right, so we just fixed those C's. Ballerina, I will switch up to B, but if you want to leave it in C, I could understand why.
For me, it's still C. Ballerina. For me, it's still C.
We'll leave it.
A high
Mickey
C.
17, I still leave it in C as well.
Yeah. Karate Kid, didn't see it.
It's like a low C in my opinion. So I'm gonna put like right
Okay.
here somewhere. Like I'm gonna put it like right here. Final Destination, I'm cool with C.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. And
Did you like it more than 28 Inches Later, or?
no, in my personal opinion, I will move up 28 to B, like a low B.
Okay.
But if you want to stick with the C, I understand. At least it's a high C, but I will put in that low B for sure. Magazine Dreams, I haven't seen it, so if you're still chilling with that B.
Yeah, I'm still chill with the B.
Thunderbolts, I'm cool with a B.
Yep.
Companion.
I would say move it up to A, but that's me personally.
I'm in the B. With our ranking, I will probably move F1 to A.
I would keep
it's
it
in
in
my
B.
top 5. Because it's in my top 5.
Mhm.
Final Reckoning.
Keep it in the B.
I'll be. You know what? I'll leave it in B. I feel like because it's a thing between you and me where. Because so your Superman for you is number 2, right?
Yes.
Fantastic Four is my number 2.
Okay.
So I feel like they should just go together, no matter where we put them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm more of a, because I didn't give it a 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the A, but because you gave Superman a 5, I know you did.
Yes, sir.
So what you feeling?
I'd say we flip it, and if it's heads, they both go up. If it's tails, they both stay.
It was heads.
Yeah. Move them bad boys on up. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So we're basically done right here with our ranking.
Yep.
This is it. So the way that we were able to, discuss me and Andrew for basically an hour. On our F tier, we have Flight Risk and Drop. In our D, we have Jurassic World, Lilo and Stitch Together, Wolfman, Toxic Avenger, Until Dawn, Hard Eyes, Den of Thieves, 2, Havoc, Hurry Up Tomorrow, and The Monkey. In our C tier, we have Final Destination Bloodlines, Mickey 17, Ballerina, The Karate Kid, Presence, Novocaine, and Captain America Brave New World. In our B tier, we have Mission Impossible, One of Those Days, Thunderbolts, Magazine Dreams, and 28 Years Later. In our A tier, we have Bring Her Back, Caught Stealing, Warfare, Companion, F1, Predator, Killers of Killers. And in our S tiers, we have Sinners, Superman, and Fantastic Four.
Yes, sir. I'm happy with
Great.
the list. I'm happy with it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching our first ever video on the Media Fusion podcast. Just thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe, like button if you had already. Hit that bell notification, all right, so you guys know the next time we'll post another video. We'll see what we do, all right? But yeah, anything you want to say real quick before we head out?
I just want to say thank you for watching this. If you watched the whole thing, I appreciate it. Watching me give some takes on some movies we watched this year, because I love movies, we love movies, and we hope you love movies too, and like our opinions, because I mean, it's opinion, everyone's got one, but I had a great time. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys, and we will see you guys in the next one.